and I would like to take this time, opportunity, and privilege to say thank you to all of you. You say good or you say bad, it's okay because you're playing your role and we appreciate that. After being mining minister for 6 months, PM has changed us and given the civil aviation minister to me. So as member for Jimi, and it's my fourth time as minister with the O'Neill government, and followed to Prime Minister James Marape and Rosso government. I was given the civil aviation minister on the 25th March. I appreciate that, and my first order of the business was to check the leadership status of all agencies under civil aviation, and there's about 5 small entities or agencies that make up the big department and the big ministry. So taking up this, I wanted to see that to ensure that they were stable and to provide the leadership that was required at the operational and board level. In the process, I have realized that the tenure of the acting managing director and the chief executive officer of our National Airports Corporation was about to expire, or going to expire just yesterday. So seeing that, I was around, and some people of interest they front me, and one of them is Rex. We are trying to clear up the hair on this. So given the critical importance of maintaining the continuous and security of the operations in the country, I act swiftly to ensure that the leadership at NEC operations was secured as NEC operational function deal with our security and safety on a daily basis. However, as the process of appointment progressed, we identified some legacies, surface, and other controversies which seriously required some exclusive consultations, considerations within government, NEC management, and the board. I have exhausted thorough consideration of these various factors. I have made the decision to firstly revoke all the documents that I were signing or were in process, and I have made a fresh new appointment. And that appointment was reappointment of the past managing director. As Minister, as for civil aviation, I sincerely apologize for any confusion that may have caused from recent, misinformation circulating on social media and mainstream media platform, including MTV and the Sunday Bulletin, regarding documents related to the appointment of Rex Kiponge as acting managing director. So the process wasn't complete. It was only some few documents that we signed, but not really process complete. So after, I did a lot of review and consultation and all this, I thought it's good to have the men there, sits again as acting while I finish the every process and put the, position to the market for the public or for those who are interested, including Rex and even the acting MD currently we appointed can also apply. And this we thought should be done sooner so that we get this out of the way. So as a Minister for Civil Aviation, I have invoked Section 147 AG of the Civil Aviation Act 2000 to make a new appointment to stabilize this situation. I am pleased to announce that Mr. Dominic Kaumu has been reappointed as the acting managing director for a period of 3 months. Effective today, 7th April 2025, has Pegasettle number G381. Or Gazettal number 381. You know, we request all media platforms and the general public to refrain from speculating any previous reports or documents or information, pertaining to the appointment of Mr. Rex. I thank Mr. Rex for being very professional and astute in this, in accepting my decision. Yesterday around 6 p.m. we met at Hilton Hotel. We talked openly. He understood. He accepted, and we finished off with shaking hands, smile, and all this. So we put this. Rex was happy that he wanted to apply when the position goes to the market. So we accepted that way, and also we want to tell the public that incident do happen. Incident do happen. So I made an apology, or I give my apology to the country and to Rex family and maybe family members, the population in general. I said because the time was running, we tried to rush things, but then things pop in and stop the process. The fastest way you can do is reappoint the same fellow to continue while we get some other things in order. And I too, say apology also to the people who have applied. We put stop or terminated the process. And I said maybe let me sit first for the first 2 months or 1 month to at least assess everything, put out the new market or position to the market again, and have people apply again. So those who are applying, I have to know which people. I would have some, background of them, the personality, character, all these things. I have to know before it comes to NEC for final NEC endorsement. But otherwise, I just say thank you that I went. Actually, I didn't take, did take over or took up the office there at the airport yet, because, we have to get someone in place before I get there. So I can't operate because the current, the current appointment made came to, his term expired, so we decided that maybe we get these things in order first before I move over. So I just operate here, and we decided that we meet here for media conference and other things like that. But otherwise, I thank you everyone. This is a little story of the events that took place last Thursday, I think Thursday up to now. So the new reappointment took place. The Gazettal notice copies with me also, and Rex accepted. We talk verbally. He accepted. He's a professional. He understands. He has been in that position, and if he's qualified, he can reapply when the position is advertised. So, and the acting one too can apply, and we see the process comes through, and we will make a final decision on that. But otherwise, we put everything to rest, and the acting will resume his office. I think today, tomorrow onwards, and we will sit proper and go forward to manage the business of the ministry and the aviation and safety of our people traveling, public, and people who are providing securities and all this will operate as normal. There's no issues at the moment, so everything returns back and put to rest.
There was a previous appointment in process. Okay, that's why some documents of appointment and notices that went out. It relates to that, but that's not final. It was not gazetted. The agency was that there must be no vacancy in the office of the managing director for NAC at any one time, because the operations there deal with safety and security. It's on a daily basis. So once Minister realized that the acting appointment of Mr. Kaumu back then was expiring on the 6th, which is yesterday, he had to make the paperwork ready for the next acting managing director to take office. So that was the reason why. And him being appointed as minister, the provisions that was referred to as Section 147 AG of the Civil Aviation, it gives him the power to make that appointment, acting appointment. So there is an agency for him to make an appointment. But when he was going through, and those papers, when it was flowing through the system, there are people there who actually know. And then there was inconsistencies in the notices, and also some of the controversial issues were raised. So in his wisdom, he decided to hold on and then do wider consultation at the government level and other key stakeholders. So that gave him the guidance to stop the appointment that he intended to make in the first place, the acting appointment. And that's where Mr. Rex Kiponge, his name is being mentioned. But that has been stopped, and in his wisdom, after consulting well at the government level and other key stakeholders, he decided to, for the stability and consistency and continuity of the operations at the ground level, NAC level, because the managing director looks after 22 different airports in the country, and operations on a daily basis, there must be a commander. And they deal with security and safety on a daily basis, so that was the agency. But after consulting with that wisdom, he decided to make a fresh appointment. It is a fresh appointment, let's not mix it up. It is not an extension of that acting. It is a fresh appointment because the earlier tenure expired yesterday. And then the new appointment, the fresh acting appointment, it's still the same person, but the appointment is a fresh new appointment, effective today. It's been gazetted and it's official and final. And Mr. Kiponge, being professional and mature as he is, he accepted it. We met with him yesterday, he accepted it. And the appeal that Minister is trying to make now is for anyone else, media as well as individuals, to just stop it there. If it is anything to the alleged acting appointment of Mr. Kiponge, it's not. The process did not complete and it was not gazetted. And then there were issues that surfaced. So Minister in his wisdom decided to have consultation with the government, the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister, and the wider key stakeholders of the NAC, Civil Aviation Industry, and then decided to change them. So it is only for 3 months, and there was substantive appointment process in progress. He also used his powers to stop that, because the process started when he was not a minister. And when he was appointed, the process almost concluded, but he doesn't have any acquaintance with the people there, as he said. So he needed time to actually go interact with the management, the staff, the board, and then he, as the minister, has to be well acquainted to make the decision.